Don't look under the internet.
Ring my bell.
Sync.
For whom?
Sing.
The
Sync.
Mike
Sync.
told. Hi.
Sing.
Sync. I'm going to ruin this. We've got to stop opening the show with the same jokes.
We do. We really do. You guys did it last time, and I could not stop fucking laughing. I just could not.
It's better than me opening all of like the first 30 episodes with, are you recording? Hey, look, it's been 32 seconds. Hurdy.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
What's the timestamp?
Yeah. Can't do that anymore.
I forgot
it used
about
to be
that.
like it was like 2:30.
42 seconds. 42 seconds.
Some-
And yeah, it was a specific timestamp that you always hit. You've lost that power.
There's
Yeah.
one episode where we don't open with any of those things, and instead we open it with the So I don't
That
think that's
sounds
an
about
improvement.
right.
Maybe we should just use the jokes.
Maybe, yeah. Let's stick to
The old
sync.
tire jokes. Yeah, sync.
Sing.
Sync.
Moot, are you recording my my camera?
I sure
God.
am. I'm recording everything.
Yay.
Doug, are you recording the video?
I am.
Okay.
Audio as well.
You want me to
We are
double
all
check?
sorts of ready.
Sync.
I can double check if you want. Sing.
Hello,
I don't
everyone.
give a fuck if that's not funny to anybody else. I will that is so fucking funny to me.
I'll die on the hill that that's pretty good.
Absolutely.
Welcome
Hi, Mike.
to
Welcome
Don't
to
Look Under.
Don't look under the
under.
internet.
Really tall podcast. I'm getting all of them in.
Welcome to just get them all
We
out of the
tried
way.
really tall podcast. And
We
that-
did.
We saw how that went.
And that horse
Not
is
well.
blue now.
Yeah.
That boat is glue.
Oh my god. That was the most enlightening yet dumbest conversation I've ever been a part of, I think.
At least we can cross that one off the list of
Yeah.
like, meh,
What a
it's
Didn't
not
work.
gonna work.
What a shitty bucket
Didn't work.
list.
Yeah.
A bucket list of
Before
bad
I
podcast ideas.
before I die, too tall podcast.
Got it. All
Done.
right. We tried it.
Everyone sings sync a bunch. All right, check.
Got it.
Yeah,
We are not doing really tall podcasts. You are currently listening to Don't Look Under the Internet, an internet horror comedy run by four fucking
I'm in
bozos
the
who barely
wrong
know what the
place.
fuck they're talking about. Well, bye, Matt.
yeah, that's Matt.
This isn't English
Wait,
101.
that's not how it goes. Matt, you're usually on the
Oh,
side. That's
shit.
Matt right there. I think I'm usually.
No,
I think
I'm
you're
usually
usually.
above you. in
Shit,
the
You're
video.
above you.
That's
yeah,
Matt there.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
above.
And then
Words
there
to the
or
side
there.
of both of you.
there.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
that's Jason.
Hello.
That's Doug.
Nope.
Hi.
That's Jason and Doug.
There you go.
Hello.
And I'm a guy. That's all I got.
Who likes?
just a dude.
Just a dude.
You're just a guy
Playing a
who
dude.
types really well on
Disguised as
your
another
keyboard.
dude.
Playing another dude.
I'm just a guy in a hoodie in August because it's cold in this basement. It's a beautiful day outside.
This isn't
It
going.
is.
right?
It's fantastic.
It is. If I didn't have a baby, I'd be going for so many strolls right now, but she's upstairs sleeping and I'm recording a podcast, so I can't go for a walk. I'm busy.
Mike,
And that's my story.
your life sounds
Oh.
great.
It is. It is pretty great.
You have a good life,
I
Mike.
do.
I'm glad your
Um,
life is fulfilling and people love you.
I would say the
Seriously.
same for you guys. People love all of you. I love you. I'm people.
People love
people.
you, and
I'm
I'm
people.
people.
You've got one.
Have you
What
guys?
Thank
are
you,
we
Mike.
doing?
So, question for
We're
you
trying
guys.
to start a show, I think.
So, Nintendo recently showed off some of the new Pokemon that they have, and Rayquaza's not Rayquaza. The three legendary
Raikou.
dogs. Raikou is now some weird Brontosaurus thing,
Yep.
and I need to catch him. I gotta catch them all.
Do you have Violet?
That is the worst design I have seen in a long
I
time.
haven't played Pokemon in like 15 years, but you're distracting me from my bird scooter.
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
have
say,
to
this has gotta
catch
be a
them
joke.
all. Okay,
100%.
just like a
Just like what?
collection of
Like Digimon.
Yeah, a collection of some sort of monsters
You're
or
not even
digital
gonna do
monsters.
housekeeping?
We don't really have any.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You know what? No.
Do we not?
Housekeeping.
Clap
Oh my God.
above your head.
Half a housekeeping.
Hey, Matt, you remember that one time that you said this is probably the worst intro we've ever done?
This competes.
I think we keep
Shut
topping.
I
up.
hope those words taste good because there are a lot of them to eat.
Shut up. No new patrons. What the fuck? That's okay though. We love you guys.
Wow.
But
We did have like a weird.
It's been a weird 3 weeks.
Insurgence
Yes.
of people
Oh, yeah.
come in the
Yeah.
other
Yeah,
week.
but-
So
Oh,
we'll
actually,
let
you
it
know what?
slide this
We
time.
do have a new patron. We do have a new patron, and I'm
Okay.
sorry this didn't come through on the app. This didn't come through anywhere else. We have a cash-only patron.
and they get
Um,
none of the benefits.
Right. They don't want the benefits apparently, but they have voiced their want and needs to support us. They do listen to us, and he does think we are very funny, but it is somebody I work with that doesn't quite know how the internet works. So hopefully listening to our backlog might help you how not to use the
how
internet.
long
so
has
you
he
can
been a
at least-
patron?
I was gonna say it's probably best he doesn't use or look at the internet
Right.
ever.
Right,
Diluting
but he is
housekeeping, everyone. Somebody gave Jason $10. Wow. we
somebody
sound
gave me
like-
$10
I
cash.
was about to say I
and they
haven't.
told me
I haven't.
this is for my Patreon subscription.
I haven't seen that hit.
I
PayPal.
hope this works. And I'm like, nope. But you know what? We'll mention you. We will. I guess I have to do our due diligence here because
Dox
you
him. Full
you
name,
did pay for
address.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I could, but I'm not.
How
gonna.
long have they been a patron for?
This will be the 3rd month.
4
And
hours.
how much are they giving us?
$10 a month.
I haven't seen $30 from you going to that PayPal. What's up, man?
I haven't. I have all of the $10 bills in my wallet.
Hoarding that cash like a dragon on his mountain of gold.
Oh hell yeah! I'm just
In
not
other
going to eat
news,
it later.
all of our subscriptions are cash now, and they're made to be made payable to Jason.
Just write if you write a check, just make sure it's payable as cash,
Yeah.
and it'll be fine. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
But no,
dedication.
the
I don't know how to shout this person out. I really don't. I guess the only
Can you make up a name for him?
I can
like
do
a
it.
good like Patreon name that like we can shit on or not.
Thunder Cunt.
okay, yeah. Actually, how about this? You guys get the shit on the name I come up with for a patron who doesn't know how to use Patreon. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Wow.
His name is Scruffy Grundle. And he's
Fucking
donating
terrible.
$10 a month.
Awful.
Mid.
And he's also he's not
You should
taking
give
any
their
of the
money
His
back.
benefits.
name should have been
to them.
Gruffle Scrundy.
You know what? I will pass that along.
Thank you.
I am gonna tell him, like, by the way, your name according to at least dozens of people is
Scrundy.
Gruffy Scrundle. Yeah,
Gruffle
Gruffle
Scrundy.
Scrundy. Yeah.
I would also, for housekeeping, like to again announce that the new Diluti website is up and running.
Hell
Yes.
yes.
The merch has been flying off the shelves.
Yeah, several people have bought merch, so thank you.
Yeah. We have
I'm about to drop a bunch of money there. if I'm
in
being
the
honest.
last week, we have gotten more merch bought than the last 2 years combined. So that's pretty nifty.
dude, it's that Wowie Zowie mug
It'd be the Wowie Zowie
or
mug.
the poster, one of the two.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, but go check it out. You can become a member. It's
Yeah.
all off of Fourth Wall, which is basically like Patreon, but it's a little bit easier and more user friendly on our end.
And Patreon's not going anywhere.
Patreon's not
So if
going
you
anywhere.
are,
Yep.
if you're solidly,
But let me tell you,
entrenched
if
in
you're still
that-
sub to Patreon, I'm gonna fucking
That's everyone.
Kiss you.
'Cause the
Punch you
only
in the
person who has
butt.
changed is Dr. B.
Dr.
Thank you,
B.
Dr. B.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Um,
thank
I
you.
mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but like,
It doesn't,
If
but
if you go to
want-
Fourth Wall, you're gonna get more.
if
And
you want
get
us
a
to like you
10% off
more,
discount on the merch if you subscribe on For the Wall. I'll
Yep.
say that.
yeah, chumps.
Chumps.
They let us do a lot.
We did
yeah.
say we would read off the merch messages if people left a message.
Oh yeah. What do
so-
we got?
Sure,
What
one
do we
is
got?
just a sad
I'll
face.
say I'm not gonna read entire names, but
Holy trick.
bought like $90 worth of shit. So thank you for that. A sticker sheet, a
Damn.
hoodie, and a creeper face shirt. And they said they binged it all about a month ago. Real good. And then Betty Boop said bought some stickers and said love the sticker ideas.
Hey.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
Hey, where's the
Hey.
gabagool?
Hey, they got it.
the fucking sticky gobbles.
Okay. Now,
Anyway,
should we
is-
move
are we
on
good
to the
on-
actual topic?
Yes.
Those were the only people
Yeah,
who
yeah,
left.
housekeeping
Not the only people who bought stuff, but the only people who bought
Done.
messages.
Housekeeping
Or
done.
Boys,
Anyway.
boys, I feel like we are.
Oh, King
we're
said, "Fuck you."
stalling.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Thanks, King.
Good.
He
We need
left
that.
in
We
the
need-
donation.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we need our egos brought down a bit.
Yes,
100%.
but
Yeah, leave it to King to really just
Anyway.
tell us to go fuck ourselves.
Pokemon, right, boys?
Pokemon. Yeah, why
It's
are we talking about
because
Pokemon?
You catch them all.
I forget.
Sort of like some sort of
STDs,
monster
yeah.
collector, some
Have you
sort
ever
of digital.
real quick?
Like you're making a collection out of these monsters you find.
Yes.
Have you ever
Or
reverse?
creatures.
Have you ever played reverse?
Like my
Pokemon?
crusty sock collection?
Yeah.
Is this the same
thing?
It doesn't count when you're collecting millions of creatures at one time.
That's
Yes.
just hoarding.
Wait, but okay, but why not?
You could reverse.
Yeah, that's just hoarding at that point.
Yeah, yeah, that's horrible.
What if the
Um,
Pokemon caught you?
Is there
Oh.
consent?
That's a good question.
No, much like in this one, there isn't either, because we're talking about the creature collection today.
Woo.
Hell yes.
Ooh.
Do you guys want me to preface this with what it is and like why we're
Yes.
covering
Yes,
it?
please, please.
Okay.
Please,
So-
we're half an hour in.
I know.
Are we?
No, we're
No.
12 minutes. So I found this on the Reddit ARG
internet?
subreddit, and normally the Reddit like the r/ARG message board. I mean, it's got some good suggestions, but lately it's been pretty barren. But I've seen this one come up a lot in the last couple of weeks, and it kind of piqued my interest, especially with how many people had been suggesting it. And I'm actually super happy that I found it. And it's an experience that is going on right now. It's in its very infant stages, and I think this is going to be an introduction to a new type of episode where we find these brand new up and coming experiences that you can take part in, and we can give you everything that you need to know right up front so you can actually join the game. And that's kind of where we are right now. So Creature Collection is like I said, it's been posted a bunch on Reddit in the r/ARG community, and it's essentially it's a collection of videos of some people playing this game called Creature Collection. Let's fucking launch into like what this is, like what these people are experiencing, why this is becoming like something that's worth looking into. You guys ready for this?
Hell yeah. I'm so fucking
Jack, are
ready.
you ready?
I have literally never been more ready for something in my entire life.
Well, you have a Jack in your lap.
Yeah, he's
Got
looking
Jack
pretty good.
in your
He's
lap,
living pretty
go
good.
raise it up. And
Also, subscribe to our $20 Patreon tier, and all the money just goes straight to Cat Cam.
Oh, by the way, I picked out a pet webcam for that tier specifically. I want you to know that.
But
Yeah.
we'll get that going at some point.
Oh yeah. If we actually do that, it's going to be something where we can actually give treats to your cats.
One-
and it's going to be great.
$100.
It'll just be a fourth TV on our YouTube
Yeah.
video where it's just whatever they're doing.
Yeah,
it's on-
And
you can
for
give 'em treats and shit.
$100 a month, you can watch my baby sleep while we record.
That seems unsafe.
Yeah, that seems like we shouldn't do that.
I feel like
considering
that's
the
a thing that-
parts of the internet.
That's the
Yeah.
thing your kid's going to have to explore in therapy later.
Oh, 1,000%.
And considering
I'm
the
about
parts,
it then.
the parts of the internet that we explore, I don't think that you should attach your child to right now. Maybe when she's, I don't know, like 64.
There we go.
It'll be safe, but not before that.
Until she's of age of I can punt her across the room, we'll hold off.
Where
Yeah.
do we start with Creature
Here's
Collection?
where we start, Mike. With the
Punting
Creature
babies.
Collection. Right back around, man. We always come back to that topic.
Yeah, I don't know how much I like that.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I hadn't got it out.
for you.
That's fine.
I'm good. I'm
That's
good
fine.
for
Swear to
another
God, that's
couple
you.
episodes.
That's
All right, so Creature Collection. This is an experience that
Oh,
is still in its
Joe.
infancy. And if you literally just search Creature Collection ARG or Creature Collection, you're gonna get some videos. Not many. It's hidden by the SEO. I think. I'm not quite sure what to think about this one.
Well,
yet.
let's put it in perspective here. The YouTube channel itself
Has 34 subscribers.
34 subscribers.
Yep.
This is as new gets,
Like
as far as what we can be talking
February
about.
of 2023, I think, is when the pertinent shit starts happening. There was one video posted last year, but that doesn't have. I mean, okay, it connects, but we don't really have like a solid connection as of right now. But for all intents and purposes, we're gonna start February in 2023. So a lot of, do you guys remember EA video games?
Nope. Boy, do I.
Yes.
Do you
Sure.
remember how
we cover
like
that?
how that started? How it was just like
It's random
gaming
bullshit
messages on
Reddit.
boards, and then all of a sudden there was just some random fucking messages. Well, that's how this one kind of starts. There's like nothing, and you get
Ubisoft
this
always on
message.
DRM. Something.
Yes,
I don't
Steam.
remember.
It's
Goes bye.
Steamworks.
Steamworks
wait,
always
what was
on DRM.
Ubisoft go
Ubisoft
bye
go
bye.
bye-bye, yeah.
Always on Steamworks. Always on DRM.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. It's very similar to that, except actually it's almost in the same vein as Ash Vlogs. We get a cipher. At least I know it as a cipher.
Hey guys.
If you were to see, oh,
Hey guys, and welcome to another one of Ash's vlogging times.
we're not doing
Why
that.
do you still have that?
Because we never deleted it.
we revamped the soundboard.
We did. We just forgot that one.
No. We're keeping it.
Right. It's a
It's
special. It's a
intentional.
special moment in time. Yeah. It's a very special, frustrating time in our life. So we get this cipher that pops up on these message boards, and so it claims that it's only sent by postcard, but you can find this online just to figure out what it says. The premise of this is that this was supposed to be sent on like a postcard or like an envelope, and it would show up at your door, and it was just an assortment of random numbers, letters, and symbols. If you were to put this through a base 64 cipher decoder, you would get something that reads this. Interested in a journey you'll never forget? Visit daniels-games.ichi.io creature collection. And it's a link to this it's basically like a GitHub page for a program that somebody wrote, and it turns out to be this game. And people played it, and they recorded themselves doing it almost like a streamer. And after this got sent out, if you search for Creature Collection, which is in the actual link itself, you're going to find a YouTube channel just called Creature Collection. And like we said, there are only 34 subscribers. There's not much activity happening, but there's a decent amount of videos.
I think we may have
you
been
have
like 30. I think it was
I think
like
we might have been,
29 when
yeah.
I subscribed to the channel.
Right. Oh God, yeah. We're getting into this one on like ground level, and I actually love that. So
again, real quick, and I don't want to like cut you off or talk too long about this, but a big reason we're doing this one tonight is because it's so fresh, and that
Yeah.
there's really nothing anywhere else about this. We want to, I don't know, almost give you guys a chance to get in on the ground level with this. I know we kind of mentioned that already, but
yeah,
just as a fun reminder,
you
this
can
is still going. It's still happening.
there's still applications that, like there's a lot to this right now. There's a lot of moving parts. There's still room if you actually want to participate in this. So we want to cover this to the best of our ability to what we know now, so you guys can actually go join and make this something amazing. So
Getting ahead of the curve.
let's fucking dump into something called the Creature Collection. So like I said, there's this cipher that comes out that basically leads you to a GitHub page that has this game that's a part of it. If you were to actually search the name of the game called Creature Collection, you will find a YouTube channel, like I said, with minimal subscribers, minimal views. It's brand new. The first video that's pertinent to what we're talking about today was uploaded February of this year. So we're still in the, much like Deptford County, we are in the world building phase of whatever this is.
To be back in
know, man.
Deptford County.
I agree. I know Doug doesn't, but that was so good. I had so much fun doing that. But maybe we'll get the same result here.
We
Who
won't.
knows? Wow. Okay. All right.
Jeez.
No, I don't mean that in a bad way. I
So-
just mean this didn't start on Tumblr.
Okay. See that's I
That's
took
the
it
real
the way
turning
It could
point.
link
Gotcha.
back to Tumblr eventually.
it could. Who knows?
You got me there.
So you
It
search
won't.
Creature Collection, you go to YouTube, you find this channel called Creature Collection, and you see a bunch of videos that are it looks like just gameplay footage of this game that you can download called Creature Collection. And there's 4 different videos on this playlist, and they separate the playlist out into a couple of different ways. The one I'm going over right now is called Main Videos, and that pertains to all of the different people playing this game called Creature Collection. All of the videos are very similar. It's obviously different people that are like streamers, let's players. There was one that was actually called like Calvin's Cryptid Corner, which made me
That
chuckle
son of a
because
bitch stole our idea.
Yeah.
We
well,
can
not anymore
we
because
can
we,
sue his ass.
They can
I was
have it.
thinking about that.
yeah, we deleted ours. You can have it.
Yeah,
that's
we relinquished
fine.
the rights to it.
100%. So all of these videos that you're gonna see, actually here, you know what? The why?
Just keep going. Just
Okay.
don't acknowledge it.
So the titles that you're gonna
That's
see
exactly what I
are
said to my girlfriend when I was a teenager.
just keep going.
Don't acknowledge it.
Just don't acknowledge it. So the videos you're gonna see in this main videos playlist, they're titled as such. We've got Flabbier Germs Creature Collection gameplay. We've got Liam's Creature Collection gameplay. Why is
Just
this happening?
keep going, bro. I said not to acknowledge it,
I
and you still
tried.
did.
I tried. That was very loud, though. We have Liam's Creature Collection gameplay. We have Calvin's Cryptid Corner, and we have Autumn Plays Creature Collection.
Am I
And all
missing
of these
something?
are-
What's happening?
Yeah, no,
I think
you're
we're all missing
you.
something.
No one can hear it except for Jason.
Doug and I can hear it because Doug keeps fiddling with his fucking computer and YouTube, and I know what he's doing, but I don't appreciate.
I was queuing something up, and
I
I
know.
literally said, "Hey, don't acknowledge what's about to happen," and he still did.
Hey, Doug, I want you to just start saying a sentence. That's
All right.
that's not fair. Okay, so you can't do that. Anyway, so we've got these different content creators that have essentially either tasked themselves or have been tasked by someone to play a game. And the way that they get the game is very fucking strange. And it's the same for everybody. All of these videos start in a certain way. The one that stood out to me the most was the one titled Autumn's Let's Play.
That video
and
is
then
so
Creature
cool.
Collection. It really
I love
fucking
that
is.
video.
I love that one.
The way it ends
Definitely
is so
the
much fun.
better.
It's so good.
My favorite was the
Um,
one that was super laggy and you couldn't hear.
That's the first one, I think. Is
Calvin's?
What that is.
Yeah.
Or no, Calvin's.
Calvin's.
The Cryptid Corner.
The one
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
really super light on the audio.
Yes, and you can tell that there's like
The audio is
there's
not
a lot
synced
going on
with
there.
the video. It's kind of strange.
No,
Yep. Which
it is not.
I
synced.
have a theory on that I'll get into later.
Ooh.
Perfect. I
Mike and
love
his
that.
fucking theories.
So for the sake of expediency, I am only going to go over the Autumn Plays video because all of them, like, they're essentially the exact same thing. So here's what happens in Autumn's Let's Play. The first frame that we see is just like a very darkened room looking out into what looks like a foyer, like a hallway or something, and you can tell this is a camera like inside somebody's den or something like that. And it stays that way for a bit, and we eventually see this woman enter the screen. She's got her mail, and it looks like she's coming home for the first time. She's flipping through it, and she stops at this little like envelope, and it's got something scrawled on the front. And she stops, she looks at it, she's like, "What the fuck is this?" There's no return address, there's no nothing. It's almost like it was left at her doorstep.
Ted Kaczynski
And,
strikes again.
I know, right? The Unabomber's back. So
Hope for the
she
Unabomber.
brings it inside. Oh my God. Paranoid.com. Unabomber for president. It's all coming back. So she brings all her mail inside and she sits down. And so keep in mind, the camera's already recording. So what I think is happening is that Autumn is a Let's Player, a YouTube streamer that goes over video games. And she finds this envelope that's in her mail at her front door, and she assumes that it's just somebody, like one of her people who watch her, sends her a game to play, just with no markings, no postage, no return address, or anything like that.
Do you think she normally keeps her video recording the whole time before she gets home?
Yeah, definitely.
I wasn't gonna mention that, but like that was the funniest part of this video to me. Is like
Maybe she
Why is
started
this
her
already
stream and then she
recording?
went outside.
Went outside for a cigarette, came
That's
back with
fair.
the mail.
Yeah. I'm just asking the hard questions.
No,
all
that's
right?
fair. That's what we pay you to do. Except we don't pay
That's
you.
what separates the internet sleuths from the internet goofs.
That's what the members patrons pay you to do.
Yeah.
Flutie.com.
Shameless plugging. So Autumn, as we assume is her name based on the title, brings it inside and she starts talking to the camera. She's like, "Hey guys, like I was actually gonna do a stream for you today. And I had this whole thing planned out, but I got this weird thing left on my doorstep, and this is what it is. And it was this code that I just went over, and it essentially leads you to this GitHub page with a downloadable game called Creature Collection. And the screen pops up, and we see like the standard streamer thing with like the corner image of the person playing the game. We've got the game up on the main screen. Not gonna lie, the game does not look good. The game looks like something made in like if you were a
It's
junior
like something
web
that you were
designer,
playing on fucking Newgrounds or some shit.
like this is your first video game. Like this is like you're learning how to code for gaming. Like this looks like something you might make for that.
It literally looks like they made it in Video Game Maker.
It's
like
made
3 or
in
something.
Yeah.
Godot, which is an open source game
Oh.
engine, which
Well.
is like primarily for like 2D games, and a lot of
Yeah.
beginners use it because it's pretty easy to pick up and
No.
it makes scripting and stuff pretty simple.
Godot is Wonder Woman.
I
God.
quit.
I don't blame you, Matt, and I think I'm right behind you.
I just noticed this because in one of the videos they like open a folder and the icon for the game is a Godot icon.
Oh, nice. Now, I will say, I want you to please, anyone who goes and visits this and looks through it, or even plays the game, please try your hardest to look past the graphics and stuff, because, like, they're not good. I can't even lie about that. They are not good. However,
But whoever
everything else
made
about this
went to like the whole ass like length of making a game that people can download,
Yes.
which is awesome. That's fucking awesome.
dude, you don't see that very often. Like, you see things that are already a part of something. Like, people take the lazy way out.
Yeah.
This person went through the fucking trouble to make not one, but 2 separate games for whatever this is right now. And like, I just
Yeah.
need to say right now, that's awesome.
And a website
Thank
where
you
you
so
can like
much.
go play the games and shit.
Yes!
It's super sick. Like that.
Yeah.
I'll just say right now, like we'll talk about this more later, but part of the reason I think we're covering this as opposed to like the million analog horrors and stuff out there is because like this has a lot of original ideas, and this person definitely went to like some extra lengths with this that you don't see a lot of the time.
100%. And I would love to get into the habit
feels
of
genuine.
finding these.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah, I would love to
This
keep-
doesn't feel
Yeah,
like I did
yes.
this to try to get clout. This feels like I
Right.
made something cool because I wanted to make something cool.
And
And
you
that's-
can tell that they're like genuinely trying to make this something bigger than it is. And
Yeah. Okay, so getting back to Autumn playing this brand new game that was just left on her doorstep, which, that's not fucking ominous at all. Honestly, if anything gets left on your doorstep and there's a cipher attached to it, just assume you're being targeted for something fucked up. So she starts playing and she introduces the whole game, and she introduces like the weird like how it was left on her doorstep, and it was just a bunch of code and a letter to this GitHub page. And she starts playing through it. And it's pretty simple. It's essentially, you see like this eyeball, like it's almost like a dinosaur's eyeball, and that's your character, and you get to move around with it, and you collect these like light blue drops, and I'm assuming they're teardrops. I think they're actually called teardrops in the
raindrops.
game. Raindrops, that's what it is.
Falling
on
on
my
head. Stop it, Matt. Stop it.
So you're going she starts playing, and it's just collecting these raindrops, and then after you get all of them, you go to the next level, and it's a bunch more raindrops. And she says things like, there's nothing really wrong with this. Like, I don't like, this is fine. I mean, it's good. Like, the game itself is good. And keeps playing, and you get different sets of text. And one of the things that pops up is, it's almost like the game's talking to you. And like, you get through the levels, and it says like, "Oh my God, good job! Like, I'm so happy you're playing this game. I'm happy you finished." Like, oh wait,
What's
and
your
then
social security
all of a
number?
sudden,
ASL.
yeah,
Please pay
ASL.
$5.99 to move forward.
yeah. Eventually, you get to the point where it's like, it says, "All right, well, I'm happy you finished the game. This, that," and then it stops and it goes, "Wait a minute, that wasn't supposed to
It
happen.
stops and
Like,
it goes,
there's something.
hey, I'm a Nigerian prince and all my money is locked away. I need your help. Just give me-
I need $1,500 to unlock my funds, and we'll send it your way. But no, like it says, like, wait a minute, like something else is supposed to happen here. I don't understand. You know what? Maybe we'll try rebooting. And so they go through the game again, and it's the same levels, except this time the textures. So you'll notice in the
Do you
first
want me to
set.
tell you what it actually says
What?
when you play through the first time?
The actual text?
Yeah.
I don't have it in front of me, so yeah.
I feel like
want
if
to.
you do
So
that, there may be a very real possibility that there will be literally nothing of substance in my section.
All right, we'll stop
All right,
there.
well, yeah, no.
We will leave that up to
Don't-
your
don't mind that.
imagination for the next 4.5 seconds, I think.
Jason nailed it on one.
Yeah, got it in one. So essentially it tells you like, wait a minute, something's fucked up, and it takes you back through and you're supposed to play the game again. This time you go through and it's a different texture, and you go through it again. And one of the weird things you're going to find in all of these videos is there's some cipher text that pops up, and it's fucking nonsense throughout the entirety of the whole thing. And most of the people, so even Autumn is like, oh, that's weird, and then just kind of moves on. All the people that go over these videos, I think only one person spends any amount of time on it, but nothing ever comes from it. The goal of it is for you to fucking figure out what it says.
Even in my playthrough, I just brushed past it and called it gibberish and moved
right.
along.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it 100% is just fucking gibberish. But if you've been doing, I don't know, if you've been part of an internet investigative podcast that goes over ciphers and the like, you kind of get a sense for what might be a cipher and what might not be.
You know what
That's
a
pretty
shift
cool to do
cipher
that.
looks like.
Exactly. You can kind of recognize it.
I did it for the memes, boys. I said, this is gibberish.
It is,
Pay
but
no mind.
if you were to put that line, that paragraph of gibberish into a cipher decoding tool,
A gibberish decoder.
you will find out that it is called a substitution cipher. And essentially, this is what it says. It says, "I don't know if you can hear me, but I hope you can. You need to stop slaying this game. The creature's using you to gain its," I'm assuming that's supposed to say power. "If you're wondering how I know it happened to me, I'm stuck in this game. It doesn't seem like it wants to do the same to you. It can't be let out, though. If it is, it'll be able to trap others. Stop before it's too late." That's a little ominous. Like, we know this game's called Creature Collection. And now we get the cipher text that's, I mean, gibberish on the surface, but as soon as you figure out what it says, it's telling you that there's something inside this game that's trying to get out, and it's trying to use you to do it. And if you let it, it's going to put you inside the game. If I received that message from anybody I knew, I'd be like, okay, which strain of acid did you do and how many tabs? Like,
Don't take the brown acid.
don't
I
take the brown
repeat.
acid. This is what happens.
Why?
It's bad trip.
Okay.
Bad trip central.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah, it's not good acid. So this is a cipher that pops up. And obviously the people that are playing this, they just don't know that that's what this says at all. So they see the gibberish and they're like, oh, I think one of them even is like, oh, this looks kind of like an undeveloped part of the game. And they play it off real well. And they keep going. And you keep collecting raindrops. And you get through it the second time. And at the very end of the second time, it says, "So now I have to ask you a question," or it's. I'm paraphrasing. This is not exactly what it says. I'm pretty sure one of us will go over that. But it essentially says like, okay, now that you've reached the end of the game, I have a request from you, and it's a very simple request, and all I want you to do is I just need you to let me out. And it gives you two options. It says accept or decline. Or I think it says like let out, or I forget what it actually says, but essentially the point of it is like you can either let this thing out or you can keep it contained. If you don't let it out, it just takes you right back through the whole thing again, and it just gets you right back there. And then there's some other alternate text, but eventually it says like, okay, and the whole game just fucking shuts down. If you click yes, you see it's almost like a program gets run. Like when you start up MS-DOS, you see all those lines of text that come up and like the countdown and this, and then like the operating system starts. It's very similar. It
It's
says
lost. We
something
have to get
about
off the island.
yeah,
Oh,
we gotta put out,
shit.
we gotta put
We
in the
have to get
code.
out of Moot's driveway.
I don't think we'll ever get out of there
I doubt it. And to be honest, that's my comfort zone. I don't want to.
at this point. Yeah.
So you see all these like this countdown start and like these lines of code, and it goes like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it stops. And for a while it sits there, and the whole program just fucking closes. Now I will say, in one of the playthroughs, it freezes. It like just stays stuck on this like loading screen, or this like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just like glitches.
Well, most of the okay. Yeah.
Yep. And I honestly,
Yeah.
I don't really know what else to say about the main videos, because like they all fall into that vein. They're a little different here and there, but it seems like it's a bunch of streamers who found or were sent
Mystery game.
a very mysterious game that has been talking to them. But I don't know. Other than that, that's all I got for the main videos.
Wow. Wowie.
Wow.
Why that is.
Wow.
Why that is indeed.
There are
What?
some videos on the YouTube channel that just show the gameplay of these games in a little more detail. So there are 5 of them to be exact. So if you go to the gameplay playlist on the YouTube channel, they start with video 1 of Creature Collection gameplay. Wow. So this video is just it's
Wow.
straight up just a screen cap of the game, and when it loads up, there's 2 options. One of them is the collection and creature chat. Now these seem to be recorded from the perspective of like a person who's playing them, because there's little green text at the bottom that has like some inner monologue from the person who's playing them. But this person clicks on creature chat, and then the game says, "Hello and welcome to Creature Chat. I'm so glad to decided to visit and talk with me." So, slight spelling mistake, but
I'm so happy you decided to read this verbatim.
But the person who's playing the game asks what type of game this is, and the game replies, "This isn't a game. This is just a creature who is inside the game, and you're talking to me." So some random red shit like starts popping up on the screen and disappears really quickly. It's a super short video. It's not even a minute long. So the second video on this playlist is just called Second Gameplay Video. And this one is actual gameplay of the collection. So it's what Jason mentioned before. You run around on the screen in a maze, you collect raindrops with an eyeball, and then in each level, like more of the maze appears, and it starts talking about a surprise and how it has a surprise for the person who's playing. But then at the end of the game, there is no surprise. And I guess another creature that's inside this game, or maybe the same creature from the first video, just tells the person who's playing that they can't help them yet. So, what does that mean?
That's
I don't
rude.
know. Maybe we'll find out.
Whatever it is, it's super fucking rude.
It is very rude. The creatures who are inside this game are not very polite at all. You would think if they want you to help them, that they'd be a little more welcoming, but
No, not at all.
yeah, maybe it's reverse
They're
psychology.
like, hey, fuck ass, get me out.
Yeah. Maybe we'll find out though in gameplay video 3. So this is more of the collection, and it's pretty much the same as before, but partway through this one, the person restarts the game and the texture on the maze changes and it turns red. And then there's a button that shows up at the end and it says, "Free me." So the person playing
That's what
the
it is.
game
Yeah.
doesn't click it.
Good.
Yeah, good. But then there's gameplay video 4, and it's basically all the same shit. And then at the end, there's that shift cipher or substitution cipher that Jason was talking about. I didn't actually decode it. Doug, did you decode it? Do you know what?
Do you want me to read it? Do you want me to read it out?
Yeah,
Jason did.
go for
That was
it.
what he read
Go for
before.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, did you
I read
already
it
read
before.
that? And I wasn't paying attention.
did, but
that's extremely
No,
unlucky.
no, that's okay. I'll
No.
read it out one more time, just because this is a confusing topic.
Okay.
So let's get everyone on the same page. Yeah, substitution cipher. It looks like a bunch of letters and numbers, all caps, like it's just random. If you translate that through a substitution cipher, this is what it says. Interested in a journey you'll never forget? Visit, and then it's got the website for the GitHub for the game.
Oh, okay.
Essentially, this is like the if you're going to be involved in the gameplay of this is what happens to you. Is you get this weird ass cipher, you translate it, you go to the website, and now you're fucking involved.
Hell yeah. Go to the
Hell
website.
yeah, indeed.
Get fucking involved.
Hell yeah.
Like
Hey, Doug got involved.
this person gets involved
I got so fucking involved.
in gameplay video 4. Oh, I already went over gameplay video 4. I'm doing great, guys.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
One more time.
You've committed.
Run it back.
Make everybody
Substitution
suffer.
cipher. Blah, 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 blah. Get involved in last gameplay video. So this is Creature Chat again. And this time the creature says, "Look who's there. Back again, I see. You haven't done what I want yet." And
Very smug of this creature.
yeah, exactly.
Look who's
That's
there
what
back
Jason was
again.
saying.
Smug ass.
This creature's got an attitude, yo.
Absolutely.
So the person who's playing the game asks if they free the creature, will it leave them alone? And it says, "Yeah, sure. Fuck, of course I'll leave you alone."
I don't
So-
like you anyway.
100% wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So they're like, "All right, fuck it," and they click the button, and then shit starts flashing all red and shit again, and stuff like real ominous crap starts showing up on the screen, like consuming energy, and then everything goes blank, and the person playing the game says, "What have I done?" And then the video ends. What have they done?
They've done
consumed
done
energy.
the bad.
They done
thing.
fucked up, is what they done.
They consumed energy.
Yeah,
They done
absolutely
did.
They
fucked up.
They didn't have enough
They
energy.
fucked done up.
There's another gameplay-ish video that actually isn't in this playlist. It's about a website. It's called Website Video.
Yeah.
So I'll go over this one real quick. It's pretty open-ended, and then I think Doug will talk more about it. But this is about a game called The Forest, and it's a video of a website that says that you should look around for a while. And you see like these pictures of some trees drawn. It looks like a typical forest drawing that like the family would hang on their fridge because some kid brought it home from art class. But there's a couple options, and it says there's a link at the top that says home, and then there's the forest, and then there's blog, and then there's creature collection, letter, contact, and FAQ. And the site tells you to look around for a while and then to go visit the forest. So it also says lots of people already have, and that you should say hi to them when you get there.
Yes.
Yeah. So hello.
Oh my God! Can I also actually one thing real quick that very much pertains to this?
Absolutely.
One of the things you're gonna see in the videos under the main videos playlist for a creature collection is the descriptions. Most of them say something akin to like, "We have a new player," or like, "We have somebody else that's going through the experience." Like
Mhm.
it's always welcoming to the new player. And it's, to me, it seems like they're very excited about gathering new players, and that's like what they want to
It's
do.
almost like the creatures aren't the creatures.
Whoa! There it is.
Every time you do
Um,
that, I just hear the video where it's Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, screaming, and they put that scream over it.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyhow, yeah, bro.
Aw.
Guys, this episode is going
killing
so
this
well.
Anyway, so
Anyway, so the person who's playing the forest, or looking at the website, clicks on the forest, and they're greeted with what appears to be a choose your own adventure story. So the person's playing had like there's little text at the bottom again, and they say that you should probably go to the website and you should play on your own. So this doesn't actually go through the gameplay of the forest at all. It's just like this little intro thing that's like a video of the beginning of the website, and it instructs you to go check it out on your own. Which we have somebody who may have done that.
We do.
Yeah.
But before that,
But before we get to that, Michael.
we should explain
Huh?
some other things.
me,
But Mike,
what?
Mike,
Toi?
what is this? What is this? Is this a good time for something? maybe a what are you?
What are we drinking? What are we drinking?
There's a bottle here.
There's a bottle here.
And it's empty.
It's empty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the most chaotic what are we drinking we've ever done.
You guys, you
You
ruined
just
it.
didn't even let Mike do it.
You guys ruined
No,
it.
he just
No, we made it better.
Yeah. According to us, we made it
I
better.
don't know about that.
You want to do it, Mike?
No, it's too late.
Go ahead. You know what,
Moment's
Mike?
ruined.
You know what, Mike? Show us a comparison. What do you give us the energy?
Just how it's done.
Teach us how to Dougie.
No,
No.
those are my secrets.
What are you drinking? What are you thinking? There's a bottle here and it's empty.
Yar.
I'm so happy that's also immensely clippable.
What
Great.
are you guys drinking?
I am drinking. I bought this on a whim because I saw the name. It's called Old Tub. it's Kentucky
Just drinking
bourbon
from an old
whiskey.
tub.
Yeah, it's literally just called Old Tub. And if I'm being honest, it's fucking delicious. Like, I love this.
It definitely tastes like Old Tub.
Oh, yeah, it tastes like an old bathtub.
Hell yeah. I'm drinking.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
drinking.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
No. You first, please.
Okay.
No, please.
I'm
I insist.
drinking-
Oh, my God. Nope. Fuck both of you. You guys
Wow.
both tried to start it. Rock, paper, scissors. Ready, go.
Scissors.
That's not how this works.
Scissors.
Ah, shit.
Sink.
Damn
We picked the
it.
same thing.
Well, you're lesbians now.
all right.
Anyway, go ahead, Matt.
Matt, you first.
I'm drinking Krogman's Old Master Straight Bourbon Whiskey, which is a whiskey that's actually made in Indiana, about an hour away from where I live, and it's pretty decent. So
That's a sexy looking bottle.
yeah, it is.
Old
It's very cool
Krogman.
looking.
Yeah.
I like it. It's sandblasted.
Mhm.
Feels
Doug?
nice.
Dumpless?
Dougie.
I'm drinking on some Old Tub, but I also had a water bottle full of Four Roses that I've had for a couple weeks that I've been traveling with.
Somebody.
I also have a bottle of Jim Beam that I'm drinking out of, and I have some beers next to me just in case.
Just in case.
One of those moments you look back on your life and think about and just cringe is the moment when I was like probably like, I don't know, 17 or 18 years old, and I went to Bonnaroo and I was watching a Red Hot Chili Peppers set, and the guy next to me hands me a plastic bottle of whiskey, and I take it and drink out of it and just backwash all into it. And he takes
Yep.
it back from me and looks in it and just looks at it and is like clearly so disappointed with what I've done to it.
He can literally see the
You
DNA
can like
strands.
see, yeah, you can like see the particles floating around in it. And I just think about that and just
Why does this bubble of spit say
Yeah.
Matt on it?
I'm
Michael.
That's
drinking
fucking
It
hilarious.
happens, man.
Evan Williams because it's cheap and it's strong.
It's cheap and booze.
Mhm.
Bevan Billiams.
Thus concludes. What are you drinking? What are you thinking?
Thus concludes. What are you drinking
True
and what are you
fact.
thinking?
about
Real quick, I'm just gonna do a real mini Diluti housekeeping because we
Oh,
literally
cool.
just got a patron.
Yay!
Velocity
Cheers, Doug.
Velocity Arrow.
Got more old
Hello.
Tub.
Hello,
No,
Velocity
or-
Arrow.
I'm good.
Thank you.
Thank you,
for having
Velocity
Velocity
Hello,
in our
Velocity
direction.
Arrow. Your name's stupid and I hate it.
Wow.
You heard it here first. We
I
just
like it.
played real or shit.
Yeah, I like Velocity Arrow.
I think it's okay. I give it an 8.
I give it like
I give it a 0.4.
I'll give it 4 don't look unders. I think that's a good one right there. Yeah.
Dude, I love that metric. I'm obsessed with it. I heard it when you guys recorded your episode, but yeah. Let's do something with that.
I'm
Well,
just
we
here
will.
to cause and
But
stir.
thank you, thank you, Velocity.
bullshit
Thank you,
up.
Velocity Arrow. Patreon.com/DilutiPod. Anyway, back to your regulars. Don't touch that dial. We're back to your regular scheduled programming. So
Uh-huh.
there are other videos on the YouTube, the Creature
YouTube.
Collection. There are
You tussy.
5 videos called Recordings 1 through 5, and there's one at the end called Creature Collection Letter Video. I'm not going to go over each individual audio bit. What I'm going to do is just kind of like slump them all together because one is 4 minutes long and all the others are about 27 seconds long. They tell a relatively congruent story.
it's linear as fuck.
Yeah,
Like it's
essentially what it is we follow
this is the bulk of the information for this portion of what
and there's
we're
not even
talking
that
about.
much in it. It's very
There
simple
But
to follow.
it explains exactly
Yeah.
what the fuck's going on. Basically.
Yeah, so we follow. It's basically
yeah.
an.
I like this. Explain it.
Yes.
Explain it. It's basically a recording of a woman who works at Creature Creation LLC or Incorporated, Creature Creation Incorporated, and she's kind of like a scientist. It sounds like doing experiments because it's one of those like November blank 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 2022.
Oh, it's like one of our SCP
Exactly,
episodes.
yeah. And this all takes place in the span of like November, October of like 2022 and some parts of 2023.
Okay.
But essentially how the story goes is this person and their, I'm going to call them like scientist buddies, have this organism that they're doing experiments with. They are taking these volunteers into this room. They are hooking them up to this apparatus that you don't fully figure out what it is. And then they release the organism into the room with this person in the apparatus. The first time they did this, they said that the person with the apparatus on was fully immersed into the apparatus. They're like, oh, we found all these volunteers because people like to feel immersed in a situation. They don't really go into detail. They're just like, oh, people like feeling immersed. So we found all these volunteers. So while they got this person hooked into this apparatus, they released this organism, which the organism slowly makes its way over to the test subject. And the test subject doesn't really react at first. And the person doing the audio recordings starts to mention how the organism is absorbing the test subject's energy. And it isn't until a few minutes into this process that the test subject actually starts to react. They said that they started to struggle a little bit and tried to get out of the apparatus. And then after a while, they felt kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Attached, would you say?
Yeah.
Would you say?
Connected or
Yeah,
linked?
connected, linked, I guess.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah,
A
to
deep
the-
longing.
You know what?
Yeah, for the organism.
Linked is a very good way to
Yeah,
put it.
they said that the test subject started to feel linked to this organism in like a hypnotic
Yeah.
type of way. They go on to say
They
like,
were feeling some type of way.
yeah, horny for organism.
Hornigism.
Hornigism.
Nope.
So they
That's
kind of
I hate
conclude
that we just made that a word.
they conclude the first episode by being like, "Oh, we're trying to perfect this organism. We'll have we're going to run more tests with more organisms to."
Have they not seen Alien? Do they not know what Weyland-Yutani is?
I don't think so at this point because they pull some Weyland-Yutani shit.
Well, they're fucking stupid.
Yeah. But they essentially mention how they're trying to perfect the creature and get it this like metabolic to its like peak metabolic form. And the ladies at the end says like this way everyone will have a creature and no one will want to be without it. And she kind of ends with like a weird like maniacal evil chuckle. Yeah, very strange.
Can you recreate what it sounds like?
Please. Please. It's not fair if you just make fun of my
Yeah.
laugh, Mike.
I don't think anybody can do that.
Nope.
I don't.
Other
but
than your
I
people,
think-
the
but-
Dolphins.
Well,
So-
yeah, Flipper might be able
Yeah.
to, but that's
So
about
that was
it.
the first like video, and then the rest of them are basically like how they mention how some of the scientists left, and they're like, "You better not talk about what's going on, or else
You
something
remember
will
the
happen."
names of those scientists? Per
I
chance?
forgot them. I'm sorry.
Mike.
Doug
And
It's in my
Denise.
name.
and
There's like an Anne.
and
I'm actually impressed.
what's the name of the one that we don't like? The
Oh.
Let's Play.
Oh,
I'm testing your memories right now.
know.
you're doing a bad.
Mike.
Caleb.
Calvin.
Calvin. It was a C something. Calvin's Cryptic Corner.
I get it
Yeah,
now.
they quit.
Yeah, they
They
quit.
done quitted.
Yeah,
and
they stopped the Creature Collection project.
creature creation. So
Yeah.
then
Creature
You got to
That
create
is-
them.
you know what, you're right.
Collect them.
Yeah. So
You
then
are correct. That's a very important distinction.
I gotta collect them all.
the lady making like the audio bits is like
STDs.
they,
Creature
they
mom.
left, but they better not say anything to people, or otherwise, buddy.
Well, yeah,
bad things
they signed
will
an
happen.
NDA.
Yeah.
Don't
The-
you fucking forget it,
The
bud.
next-
I was a
few-
little surprised how cool about this they were. I feel like this
Yeah.
is the type of organization that probably would
Yeah.
have just like offed these people.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they just let them play in their 2
fine.
weeks.
Just head out the
They did.
door. Turn to the left, and
Turn your
like, 3
badge
doors
in on
down.
the way out.
That's the exit interviews. Don't mind the autocannons aiming directly at your face.
One-way ticket to liminal land.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Subliminal
it
land.
goes in. There's the last couple
Garbage land.
videos of this are very easy, but essentially what they go over is they say that someone reached out to Creature Creation Incorporated saying how they have this new game that they have created and they want to introduce like a virtual version of the organism into the game. And Creature Creation's like, oh, hell yeah, we're all on board for this. This will help basically the outreach of the creature getting to more people. Like, I love this idea. And they're like, oh, we're going to keep testing and creating more virtual creatures. This will be great alongside with this video game. And that is kind of how the recordings end. There is one more, like I mentioned before, the Creature Collection letter video. This is pretty much the same exact story we've heard from like Jason through like the Let's Plays, where it's like, a while back ago, I got an email from a friend who told me about Creature Collection.
Yep.
It was something I wanted to look into playing. I started playing it. I got some bad vibes off it, so I stopped playing it. I started getting these bad dreams, and I started essentially feeling like I had to keep playing it, so I forced myself to play again. Then I went to free the creature. Don't do that. Don't play this game. Don't free the creature. It fucking sucks. And then the video kind of just ends. But there's like a
Yeah.
fire kind of going in the background. It's all these like plug-in VFX. They got some particle sims in there, I saw. All in all, it kind of just gives you a little bit more background into what our plot is, which is evil business made monster now live in game. Game is being shared to people.
Monster
And the
put
people
people
are-
in
yeah.
game.
I think the monsters might be replacing the people. Like if
That-
you play
That's
if you play the game, I think you take the monster's
Yeah.
spot.
Mm-hmm.
see
That's one of the things that we don't quite know.
we
yet.
don't.
Yeah.
There's
And-
no confirmation.
And that's why
but-
we're doing this right now, actually, is
Mhm.
because we don't know everything
know.
about. I just want to call this like Act 1
Is it-
because we don't know what.
Please,
It's the
can we
setup.
call it
It's the
that?
prologue.
Yeah.
Now-
this
Yeah.
is the prologue. This is the setup. This is this is Act 1. If we're doing it in 2H32 terms, this is the overture.
Now you can
Right.
find
This is sets the tone for the whole
We
experience.
hope so. This person might just be like,
I
this
hope.
is what I had. So
To be fair,
I'm
I
done.
more.
like
I'm done.
yes, I
We'll
but we're
we'll
not-
talk
yeah, we're
about
not
it in
done
a
yet.
bonus if we want
Yeah.
to. a
We're
little
not
bit.
entirely
But,
done because Doug has a little bit of extra. Don't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
I do. So I actually played both of the games. So I was able to play the Creature Collection. I was able to talk to the creature in the creature chat, and I was also able to delve into the forest a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to talk about the Creature Collection and the creature chat a little bit. We've already basically covered it for the most part, so there's really nothing new I can add to it. But the forest we've kind of mentioned, but I have a full Let's Play for you guys that I can let
Can-
you guys listen to. Basically.
Can we go ahead and separate this one from the one that everybody knows? You know that whole debacle we had earlier about like, have you played The Forest?
Yes, and when I say the forest,
Yeah.
I don't mean the titular game on Xbox
survival
and
horror.
PlayStation 4 and the PC of survival horror in a forest after your plane crashes.
Yeah, no.
I'm talking about the forest as relates to the thing that we've been talking about in
Yes.
this episode.
And there's links
Um,
on the GitHub that like you can find it, but just don't search for The Forest video game because you're gonna find the fucking wrong one.
Yeah, absolutely. So as is tradition, I started playing the Creature Collection. And it's just what you see in these videos. You
Mhm.
are controlling an eyeball, and you are collecting tears, and there is a handful of levels, I guess you could call it. And on your first gameplay, you go through all the levels, and once you get to the last level, the creature basically says, "Thank you for playing. I'm so glad you're here. I need to tell you about something, but I'm not quite there yet." And that is kind of what it is.
Mhm.
There's really not a whole lot to it. However, you have to play the game again.
It's almost like it wants you to play the game twice.
They make you play the game twice, and there is a good reason for that. And in some of Mike's recording videos, you actually learn why that is. Now,
that is.
once you play the game, what
Why
is?
that is, dude?
Well, it's because that you're gathering this energy for said monster. Now, as you play through the second time, you're going to notice that the levels look just slightly different. You're going to see those red hues on the level designs. You're going to see pretty much the same tiers and the same eye drop, but the levels are just going to look a little bit different.
Are the monsters energy vampires?
They're a bunch of Colin
Colin
Robinsons.
Robinson.
They are Colin Robinson. But I mean, really, there's not a whole lot more you can say about this. You're gonna play through it a second time. You're gonna get to the end level, and they're gonna say, "Hey, congrats, we're here now. Like, you can free me if you want."
That's your prize.
And you have two choices. You can either hit free me, or you can hit, return to main menu. And if you return to the main menu and you hit play again, it's gonna start asking you, "Hey, like, you gonna free me or no?" And essentially, you get into a loop. There's really only a couple options that you can do to get a different response from the game. But if you hit free me, uh, Jason mentioned this earlier. It kind of looks like it's almost like booting up like a DOS program where it like is running a bunch of programs, and then it goes to a countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And once it hits the number 1, it freezes,
Mhm.
and you cannot go any further.
Well,
there is
it
no
shuts the whole game down. Like it closes the program. It's
if
supposed.
you download it, it
Yeah.
might do that, but if you play it
The
through
web.
like what it almost looks like a Flash player of sorts.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It just hits 1 and nothing happens. You can't
stops.
go anywhere. You have to refresh the page, and then you can play the game again, and it starts all over from the beginning. However, I think at this point, if you were to, be a part of this, this is the point where you're now replaced with said monster, and we'll learn more moving forward into the future, I'm sure.
I hope so. I really fucking hope so.
Now, if we look back onto the video on the YouTube entitled just website video, this is where we learn about the forest. And now you don't see the gameplay actually happen. You see the very first screen of the gameplay, but you don't see them actually go through everything. If you look into the description of this video, you'll see an unfinished URL. And it's really simple. If you have fucking eyeballs, you can literally just see their URL in the browser that they're showing on the
Yeah.
screen, and you can finish the URL, and you can pop that into your own, and you can play the forest. I think this might be a good time to just
You don't even have to
Play the
play
forest.
my video
You don't even have to do that.
of me playing the forest.
If you just go to the website that has creature collection on it, they have the link to the forest right there.
Oh yeah.
you could do
you could
that
do that.
as well.
Or
You could,
You
but
could.
watch
this
Doug
is
play
the
it. I mean,
or
But
yeah.
we could watch me play
It's
it
way more
instead.
intense that way.
Here it is.
You guys want to hear
Um,
what? Here, you know what? Yeah, you just wanted to play that.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's do it.
I mean, it's not long. This is what it was like for Doug to play this. He narrates it. He talks about like what's happening. So hopefully you guys get a good idea. But yeah, this is the forest.
All right. Looks like we have some options here. Let's start with the collection. Hello, welcome to the collection. The object of this game is simple. Collect the raindrops. As you do, the counter will go up and get closer to... Well, I won't spoil the surprise, at least not now. You'll see soon enough. Alright, looks like I'm an eyeball collecting teardrops. Some creepy background music. Alright. Not sure if you can even lose this or not. Alright. I'm glad to see you're still playing. There's only 2 more levels until you know what the surprise is. This is riveting. Alright. Switched it up on us a little bit here. Thank you so much for finishing the game. I really appreciate it. Now there's just one more thing. Wait a minute, that wasn't supposed to happen. I guess I can't talk to you. You'll just have to play the game some more until I can. Alright. I guess we're starting over. I don't like when games talk to me like like it's a person. Everything looks different though. So the same but different. Just gonna play this one like a jackass, I guess. I'll speed run the shit out of this. I'm glad to see you are still playing. There's only 2 more levels and then I'll hopefully be able to mention. That's what you said last time. Alright. Almost there. Thank you so much for finishing the game again. I really appreciate it. And now, there we go. That's what I like to see. Now all you need to do is click on the button that says free me. Oh. Looks like I can't go any further here. Let's give let's give it a little refresh. Let's do creature chat this time. Oh, welcome to creature chat. I'm so glad you decided to visit me and talk with me. What do you want to know? What are you? I already know what kind of game it is. It's just... I'm a creature in this game. I've been here for, well, I've lost track of however many years exactly. In any case, this is my current container. Thank you so much for visiting it. What kind of game is this? Who said this is a game? You ask questions and I answer them. There's a game available, but not here. What are you? Alright. Good talk. I guess that's it for now. Thank you for watching me.
Wowie zowie.
Wow.
Wasn't that riveting? It was absolutely riveting.
Woweth S.
Hell yeah.
Zaweth.
Okay.
Doug, you're
so-
I don't know, you're treading on some thin pathways here.
I think you're gonna get sucked into a game.
You might get sucked into a game.
you invited Satan into your life, and I know you did that a while ago.
Jeff
but
Bridges was sucked into a game.
Jeff Bridges was sucked.
Tron.
Let's not talk about Tron right now.
He was. Jeff Bridges fought a bridge on a bridge by a bridge and with a bridge.
All right, so I do want to say, now you watched me play it, and I didn't really know what was going on. But after, I think in the beginning of the video, I was like kind of clicking on a couple different tabs, and I was like, this isn't really loading. I don't want to go further than that, et cetera, et cetera. But there are 2 different tabs that you can actually click upon and actually start looking through a bunch of stuff. And I don't want to give too much away because this is actually, I think, probably my favorite part of this whole thing. If you go to the Forest website, and you click on the blog posts, it is kind of backwards. So the very first post is at the bottom, and then the newest one is at the top. If you read through that, the guy or whoever made this essentially is talking to you as the viewer in a blog format. But if you keep reading through it, they start talking to the creature in the game.
Whoa.
And it's kind of cool. And I'm not going to go over every piece of it because there's kind of like there's not a lot of posts, but there's enough to make
It's a
it.
decent amount.
There's enough to where I don't want to go over every single
Yeah.
thing. Because I think one of the reasons why we're doing this is because we want you guys to experience.
There's some
this. So, like,
audio.
if you want to read them?
As well of the
yeah.
person literally talking to the creature.
Yeah, exactly. And that,
Yeah.
that was what I mentioned at the end of that
Mhm.
video, where we can throw that in if we want to. But
we can.
yeah,
We
no,
don't have to, though.
Nah, fuck it. We don't need to do that. Why would we do? Anyways, so that's the blog post. So if you click on each one, you'll see some comments and all that stuff. But there's also an FAQ, and if you go to the FAQ, it actually explains a little bit about the forest. So this part I will read. The FAQ says, "What is the forest? The forest is an interactive experience. You move through a forest, choosing which direction you want to go." And then in red, it says you also meet at least one inhabitant. And then it just kind of like immediately takes the analog horror route and gets like fucky right off the bat. And it says, "Why can't I leave the forest?" And in red, it says, "Why would you want to leave? It's such a nice place to be in. Don't you want to stay here with me and the others?" And then it says, "What's in the cave?" And then it says, "What cave? There are several trees, a pond, and a flower. There is no cave." And this text is in black, so we can only assume that the creator is the one who responded to it. And then the next question says, "Why does the scenery change in the forest?" And then in red, it says, "Why not? It makes things more interesting." And I don't know if you caught it, but at one point I was going through the different directions in the game.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, the scenery changed after just ignoring all of the things in the forest. And then the next question is, "What are you?" And it says in red, "I'm something that's fond of itself in the forest." That's found itself in the forest. I'm not sure how long I've been here. I only know I ended up here, and welcome all who enter the forest. And then the last question is, "Let us go!" exclamation point. And then in red it says, "That's not a question, but no. My collection must be continued." So there are very, very, very much connections to the forest and the creature collection. And I mean, at this point, it's really just up to us to wait and see what happens with all of this. And I think that's kind of neat. And I think that's why we're going to talk about this. And I think that's why we're doing this. And yes, my Let's Plays are probably the most boring thing you'll ever watch in the world, because I'm just like, all right, cool.
Just
click,
pull
click,
your
click,
dick
click,
out
click.
next time.
I play games like I'm just the biggest asshole in the world. If there's too much dialogue, I'm just gonna click through you. But yeah, no, I think that this new, I don't know if I want to call it an ARG yet, but I think this new story
Experience.
that we're telling, yeah, exactly, is doing a lot of things that a lot of people are afraid to do.
Yes.
Which is
is
be original.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
God,
Yeah.
yes. And that's
Thank you.
guys, this is why we decided to actually talk about this one, because this is on nobody's radar. Nobody is talking about this one. No one is covering this. I found this on a fucking whim. And it blows away the tropes of a lot of like the big name ARGs that are out there.
Now-
Like, it does something that is not, we're not used to.
Now, can I be?
And that's why we're talking
Can I
about
be
it.
truthful for a second?
No.
Okay.
Always.
You can, but we don't want you to.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we're
go ahead.
kind of at the discussion phase a little bit here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
So
Yeah, if I look at the outline here, we've moved on from Game Doug and we're now on Thought.
fantastic.
Game Doug thought.
Game Duck thought. So
Game Dog thought.
full disclosure, this isn't the like highest quality ARG you're gonna find. The audio quality is not the greatest. The playthrough and everything is a little bit more simplistic, but what you get out of this is a very unique type of story element, which is what we're covering. I've talked about this before, where even your shittiest of ARGs can be very entertaining as long as there's a good plot there.
This puts
Moot
me
hated.
in the unique situation of actually wanting to know more.
Yeah.
I know
The way that everything
And
is made,
We don't really.
it's
Yeah.
very low quality. Look, very like if it was a movie, this would be like having the budget of like a B-rate movie.
Right.
This is an
the
an
Sharknado
indie
of
film
This
for
is
sure.
the Sharknado. Yeah.
Or Piranha 40.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
very low
And
quality,
I'm-
but I think that adds to
I
it.
still don't
Zombievers.
I don't even know. I said this before, but I don't know if I want to call this an ARG.
I don't think
yet.
it is.
don't
I think
know
it's
what
just
this
it's
is
just
yet.
a story.
We don't know yet.
I think this is just a story. I mean, unfiction or whatever you want to
So
call it.
far, I mean, unfiction sounds like the way to go, but the only thing that leads me like astray is like the trailhead for this literally just is a cipher.
Yeah, but you can tell that this is a passion project by someone who has a very like raw talent of making something, but just
Yeah.
needs a little bit of
Yes.
definement is all.
I mean,
the
like I said
the
before,
story
I,
elements are there. You just got to make it a little bit more congruent and
I super
structured.
appreciate
Just-
that this person made a whole ass game
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah,
For it.
Dude,
Like,
Yeah.
that is so out of character because we always get like ARGs with like clips of already made games
Yeah.
or some shit
if,
like
if
that.
someone like Nexpo with Liminal Land, you know, we ripped that up
Yeah.
because like Nexpo, you're this big popular guy and you made something like Liminal Land, which is cool, but I expected more from you. This is some cool shit. Yeah. That's what I mean. That's
I was
what I mean.
legitimately entertained by this.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so Nexpo,
Oh, God, yeah.
Nexpo did with Liminal Land, where it was kind of like it was a good premise. It was built relatively okay, but we expected more from someone like him. This was
Mhm.
a fantastic premise by just some
By a nobody.
nobody.
I appreciate that this isn't just a copy paste of Local 58 or
Yeah.
or like
Yes.
Yeah.
it's not
Right.
it's not just like a slideshow of like retro looking graphics that
Mhm.
like tell a dystopian story. It's not a fake TV station that talks about some
Nope.
crazy shit that they don't actually expand on that is like vaguely creepy and but it's like not a cohesive story. It's not people who have been like turned by some sort of virus or some sort of like mental instability that's caused by some sort of unknown infection or some
Mhm.
shit like that, and there's no actual story and it's just like vague world building. It's actually like a
Yeah.
cohesive
It's not a rip off
story.
of Five Nights at Freddy.
Right. It's a cohesive story
Yeah.
that somebody came up with a fairly unique premise that they're building in their own way,
Yeah.
and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I
Like,
appreciate it too.
It yes. How do you not appreciate that? It's
Yeah.
like
Again, it seems
mean,
like it's a
you-
passion.
you guys-
project. It's someone who is
you-
making this because they love the idea of analog horrors. You know, they're not making it. It's
Oh,
not a
yeah.
cash grab. They're doing it because they love it.
no.
That's the other
Well, you-
thing.
But I
is,
wouldn't
like,
even
that
I wouldn't
don't-
even put this in the analog horror
yeah.
genre. I don't know where to put this yet. And that's I think why I like this
Yes.
as much as I do, because
It's open ended.
it almost might be a new like I don't want to call it like a new genre. That's probably not the right way to say this, but it's got
No, it's an-
something working for it.
it's
that
nonfiction.
A lot of people haven't put into what they're doing yet, and that's
Yeah.
great. and that's cool, and I want to see what they can do with it, because it's either, and I say this in the most like respective way I can, but it's either going to do really well or it's going to fucking fail halfway through.
Yep.
And that's the thing that we're here to see through.
Yep.
That's what we want to see. That's why we're looking at it. That's why we're talking about it. And that's why we're here today, because we want you guys to look at it and say, hey, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
This is what it is. Like this is something that I enjoy. And maybe, and I guess, I don't know if this is the right way to put it either, but if you guys like it, maybe more people will do this, and then we can go on and hate their shit because we're like, everybody's doing this.
Yes, no, give us more shit to hate on. No, seriously though, like go check this out. If you guys are interested in what we're talking about and what we have been talking about for like 115 episodes or some shit, go check this out. Go participate. Like this is happening right fucking now.
It does need you.
You can get on.
It does need you as well.
Yeah, they do.
It does.
If I'm being
Exactly.
honest,
It
yeah.
needs you.
And not only that, but if I'm being honest, the way that it is right now, it is a fun idea. But again, because it's one of those more like,
But that's
because
it.
it's more that like low quality stuff, because you could tell they don't have thousands of dollars to throw at this thing. I don't see big named like YouTubers like a Nightminer and Nexpo covering it because it's not worth their time, quote unquote.
I'll be honest, I don't care, and I think
No,
that's a good
I don't
thing.
either. No,
Oh, yeah.
yes, but what I'm saying is,
I think the fact that it's amateur quality makes it. I like it more because of that, because it feels like small internet.
so that's
Like
what
it feels like
Dude,
early internet.
that's what I
like,
wanted to draw
doing
back
it
to.
because you like it.
That's what I want to draw back to a little
Yeah.
bit. It adds in certain aspects, like for example, how I mentioned the Let's Plays before. Each Let's Play, we had that one, the Cryptic Order one. It's so fucking shit. It sucks. But that's the point, because these are random people that got this random message in the mail. That person doesn't have the best audio. Their computer sucks. It's laggy. That's the point. You have the other one. What's her name? What's the ladies that we covered that you talked about? Autumn, who has a bit more of a high.
Autumn's
She's got a bit more of a
Yeah.
quality rig, so her
Yeah.
audio and everything is a bit more high quality. That's the point of it, is you get all these different perspectives, whether it be shitty or better, of these different
Yes.
It
perspectives
has
of different players.
authenticity.
Exactly.
Authenticity, like it hits all the fucking notes, and on top of that, it fucking hits your mystery note, because
The
we're
G
getting
spot.
we're getting all the information from all of these Let's Players. However, we have no fucking idea what is actually happening right now. All we see is what's happening to the Let's Players and what's happening with the game, and we're getting freaked out. And like that's all we know. And this is honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, this is my favorite part of an ARG. It's that little like that we don't know what's going to happen. We have no idea, like the cliffhanger moments. It could be something great. It could go shit. Like we have no idea. But this is the most exciting point of an ARG. And that's why we wanted to bring this to you guys. We want you guys to get involved. Blow this shit up. Go join them.
If you are listening, creator of Creature Collection, which would be super cool. My only
Danielle.
well, obviously the website's called like Danielle's Games.
Yeah.
But if you are listening, I have one bit of not I guess not advice. I'm some fucking loser on the internet too, but I have one thing that I would recommend doing. You have a good concept for a story here. All I'm saying, you know, I gotta take my advice, flesh it out a little bit. You got some fun concepts here, but if you're gonna do, like, for example, with mine, where I had those audio recording things, make a few more of them, giving me some more backstory. Don't make them 20 seconds long. Give me a little bit more.
Also,
give me
please,
some more.
I want to say, I just want to say
Build,
one thing.
add to
If
it.
you're gonna make a video, please don't make it just a black screen. Put just put an icon in it. Put anything in it. Just something. Just any kind of art. Like I'm not saying that the
I don't
black
care about
screen
that
sucks
personally.
or anything. It takes me out of it a little bit when it's just a black screen on YouTube. I can't even focus on it. Like I have to put the closed caption on, and even then I'm like, God damn it.
I don't know. Again,
That
just
didn't
put-
bother me.
yeah, same. Nah.
Just put the logo or something. Just the smallest
Any
amount
visuals?
of art into your video. That's it. That's all I'm asking.
Doug
That's
was
it.
a fan of picture books. So, like he never read
I'm a
actual just
visual
straight
learner.
novels.
I'm
so.
a visual learner.
I literally don't care how it's presented, as long as it's not actually obnoxious. As
Yeah.
long as I
Yes.
care, as long as you make me care what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's the fucking thing, dude. That's the metric.
and-
make me care.
and-
Just make me care.
I'm gonna pull a page out of Moot's book. You've already done this.
That's
you
rude.
you already did this, creator, which is fine. But if you're making a mystery story that you want to pretend is real, don't put like I made this thing hashtag ARG
hey, Mike.
hashtag analog horror in the YouTube.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I was really hoping nobody actually brought that up because I was going to save them the embarrassment. I am about 85% positive that the allusions to an ARG is a setup for plot.
I mean, I hope so. We'll see.
I can't
prove me
see.
wrong,
I
but-
can't see this going any other way because, like, if you legit say this is an ARG and you're serious,
I mean,
you're done making the
Jason,
ARG.
a lot
Like,
of people do that.
We
though.
are done now.
I mean, we
I-
can get into
I
a whole
understand
debate.
that.
Like, there was a whole debate on Twitter earlier this week about like pretending ARGs are real, and like
Oh,
there's people
'cause
who
of-
fall into different
People were
camps.
super pissed
Is-
about Captain Disillusion's video.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Which I don't think. I think a lot people on both sides of that argument were missing the point,
Mm-hmm.
which is not that you have to believe that it's real or that the creator
Right.
is trying to trick you into thinking it's real. It's more about immersion.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Immersion.
right. And I think how this person did this is actually kind of okay because like I feel like you have to look at it for a while and actually like click around before you end up at a place where you're like, this is who made this thing.
Yeah.
It's
But-
not like you watch the first video and it's like, by the way, this was made by.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't have credits. at
Oh
the end.
yeah.
Yeah, there's no credit real, which is
Well, see, but
A thing.
see, that's kind of why I think that like all of the allusions, like, hey, I made this ARG. I wholeheartedly think that's all set
We'll
up.
see.
I think that somebody's setting up something.
you think
Think about it.
Danielle's a character in this bit?
She's playing
Like-
4D
No, I-
chess.
I think
That
she's
would be
introducing
sick.
it.
That would be fucking
I think
sick.
That's what I'm saying. I think she's introducing this as, hey, I'm a content creator and I'm finding this ARG. And I think she's going to transition into, hey, I'm still a content creator who's real. And like, we're finding this organically. I think they're trying to introduce this topic organically.
If this was a
And they're doing
whole
it-
ass ARG Inception where it's like, this is an ARG
Yeah.
about a person who made an ARG, that would be fucking
That's what I
cool.
Dude,
we had
that's-
a long discussion about
Yes!
this ahead of this episode.
I think that's what this is. I personally think that's where this is going because I
I
can't
don't know
see
that
any
I
other way.
agree with you, but I agree that it would be cool.
It would be, and I can't see what other reason do you have to just announce to the world that like this is my ARG?
You want people to look
All
at
right,
your
so
ARG.
here's what.
But if you're actually making an ARG, that's a shit fucking tagline.
Here's what I'm gonna
That
say.
sucks.
a lot
Here's
of
what I'm
pe-
gonna say.
You found this in the RARG subreddit.
You know
which
what?
Is
You're right.
literally
You're
like
right.
all the posts that are there. They're like, hey, I made
I'm
an
holding
ARG.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Solve my
Exactly,
binary.
Please.
You're not wrong.
All right. Everybody, shut the fuck up,
Let
everyone.
Doug talk.
For the love of God,
Hey,
shut
Doug.
your fucking
Doug.
mouth.
Come on, guys, stop mucking around.
So there's Diluti.com, like we just mentioned. You can go there. You can become a member. You can get some merch.
Cheers,
You
buddy.
can do a bunch of stuff. You can,
And
if you
to
become
you
a member,
guys.
they will love you. Get 10% off merch. You can also go to
You get
patreon.com/DilutiPod.
10% off merch.
You get 10% off merch. You get a bunch of other stuff on patreon.com.
You
You
get
get the
10%
same
off merch.
stuff. You get 10% off merch there. You get 10% off My Love.
Nothing
you-
at Patreon.
Nothing at Patreon. It's all on Diluti.com. If you become a member there, you get the merch.
If you're
get a
Patreon,
sticker,
you
I
actually pay
guess.
10% more.
Patreon.com/DilutiPod or go to Diluti.com. Either way, become a member somehow and give us money because then we can get you better quality content. You can also go to our socials where Don't Look Under the Internet or DilutiPod everywhere. Twitter. I'm dead naming it again. I'm never calling it the other thing. It's Twitter or
That's
die.
Twitter.
It's Twitter.
On Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, we're youtube.com/@DilutiPod. Go on there. We're almost at 1,000 subs. Get us there so YouTube can give us that sweet,
Please.
sweet money.
We're 40 away.
40.
you can-
That's
40
it.
fucking people.
Honestly,
Actually,
guys.
sorry, 39 as of during this
Oh
recording.
my
to
god,
buymeacoffee.com.
patrons! This is a call to fucking action. If you guys know
Not patrons,
one
patrons.
person, I know there's at least 30 of you. I know there is.
30 of you can make a second email and
All you have-
subscribe.
That or just tell
I don't
one,
give a shit
tell one
at this
friend.
point.
One friend, one person you know. Just say like, hey, this is the name of the.
buymeacoffee.com/DilutiPod. You can go there and but it's gonna be front.
Yeah,
Or
what
you
I'm
can go to
saying is not
deleted.com
important,
and
right?
just give us money. You don't have to subscribe. We have
Exactly.
the same thing there.
We have just a donation button. You just give us a one-time donation
Yeah.
if you like it.
You can pull a Charlie Day.
You could also, sure thing. You could also go to you go to our email or Gmail.
Is your cat too loud?
fucking stupid.
You go to our Gmail. It's deludedpod@gmail.com. You can send us an email. We'll respond to it. You can go to.
We don't even get emails anymore,
Yeah,
do
we
we?
do.
Yeah,
Does
we
anyone
do.
check our
Check it.
email?
I
Yeah.
do. I check them.
I feel every email that comes through while I'm in
I
surgery.
check 'em.
I just want you to know that.
You can go to our Google phone number as well. It's 630-909-9366. You can text us. We respond. You can send us a voicemail, and we'll play it on the G-Dang show at the end, just like you're going to hear here. It's probably going to be an Inner Night one. I'm watching you, Inner Night. I'm figuring out.
Come
I'm
to our
getting know who
Discord
you
and
are.
help solve
Tick,
the internet
tick,
ARG.
tick,
There's
tick,
a channel.
tick.
You
Go
can text
to our
Also,
Discord. Yeah.
I just want to thank Internight for being my support system through a lot of hard times.
Hell yeah.
They really lift me up when I need it, and I don't think they realize it.
Did you
but
just-
tonight?
Doug's trying not to
They
get
just-
murdered.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Spotify.
He's
Last thing. Spotify and iTunes. Leave us a review and leave us some sort of star. 5 stars would be dope. And then leave us a review. I will do my best to read the iTunes ones on here. But yeah,
Hell
leave
yeah.
us some reviews on Spotify and iTunes. We need those. They help out immensely.
Yep.
That's all I got. Go hug yourself. Go to the park and hug a dad that you find at the park babysitting or watching their child, not babysitting their child. It's their child.
Mike, if you had to give the people of the world like one, like couple word sentence that would like help them through life, what would that be?
Be gay.
wow. No,
Wow,
that's
all I heard was be gay.
I heard the beginning of that, but like the rest of it was uncalled for. You don't have to be that mean, man.
What can I say? I'm a mean person. What do you got to say to the people?
I don't know why you're even on this podcast.
There's
anymore.
nothing wrong with people who live in Japan. I don't know what you're talking
Jason,
about.
what do you got to say to the
You
people?
can't even use those slurs. Mike, you're not allowed to say those things. That's a slur.
I'm above cancel culture. Jason, what do you have to say to the people?
As always, everybody, fucking please stay paranoid. Honestly, you don't know where your random ass Reddit post is gonna lead. That's what this whole episode is about. I found a random ass Reddit post. It led me to the creature collection, and here we are. So hopefully this goes somewhere. I hope you guys enjoyed this, but for the love of God, stay paranoid because there is a creature inside your Game Boy trying to fuck you.
Moo?
I don't even know what to say after that.
How do you
follow that up?
follow up a Game Boy creature trying to fuck you? I don't know. I make
You fuck it back.
make more original content like this. Get out there, create, be creative. Green is not a creative color, but you can use it anyway. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You can listen to Unplanned Podnancy. There's a new episode. Mike is on it. You can listen to that.
Doug, people, you say?
I mean, realistically, you know where this is going. If you slap a peen and a bean together, you get what
You get a mug.
you get what's called original content. And if you originally slap a peen against a bean and you give that to us in a wholehearted fashion, just make new content. Make original content. Peens
Yep.
and beans.
This is going places, guys.
Yeah, it's going many places.
I think what Doug's trying to say is, please, for the love of God, keep making content, but don't make it shitty.
and if
if
you
you
do make
need
it
it-
shitty, we'll tell you.
We will. But if you need a template, fucking just go see the creature collection. Like, this is a very unknown.
No. I don't
Make
don't,
more
I don't
games.
want to tell.
I'm sorry,
for
I'm sorry.
I don't
ARG
want to tell.
specifically. I like that.
Well, yeah, games for ARGs actually.
Okay,
do
well,
be
I'm sorry.
slapping. I don't
I'm sorry,
want
what
to
were you
tell
saying?
people to steal content because what
Oh,
you
no.
just said was make this again.
Isn't that not what you just said?
No. I don't want
Oh,
that.
okay.
don't
I'm
want
just
that.
trying to simplify.
Just try go think outside the fucking box.
Like Taco Bell. Just take
Yeah.
their whole slogan and do
Well,
that.
goodbye, everybody.
Live Moss.
I haven't listened to any
Live
of what
Moss.
just
Live
Goodbye,
live Moss.
everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Just going to cut them off real quick.
happened. Ooh.
We love you all.
You've done it. You've done it, everyone. You've made it to the end of the episode.
Goodbye. Have a day.
Roll a 10 or better to continue onward, or
Nope,
you
it's
know.
not continuing because I'm turning my audio off now. So goodbye,
All right,
everyone.
Cool, great.
Welcome back to Inner Night. It's fantastic to have you back for another night of spiritual connection and self-discovery. To start this night, let's repeat after me. I am in tune with the energy of the universe. The universe guides me towards my true purpose. I am a beacon of positivity and love. Now we have a message in a bottle from another member of Inner Night. Aiden says, each soul we encounter is a mirror reflecting a part of ourselves. Embrace these reflections with compassion and understanding, for in doing so, we find inner peace. Let's meditate together on this message and harmonize together. Your lucky numbers for this week are 99, 97, 112, 116, 117, 114, 101, 100, 32, 97, 110, 100, 32, 116, 111, 114, 116, 117, 114, 101, 100. For this week, we encourage you to practice mindfulness and be fully present in every moment. Being mindful allows us to appreciate life's wonders and find deeper meaning in our experiences. Don't forget to send a message of inspiration to another member. Together, we illuminate the path to enlightenment. Good night.